All right, guys, so I just had sort of this profound idea about relationships begun yesterday. Sort of an idea when somebody's like, you're trying to be comfortable, you're trying to be a father trying to get back in their child's life, and the child's with the in-laws, or it goes back to the guy who was the author of, I think he was the author of The Great Gatsby. He wrote a short story. It's kind of autobiographical to his life. It's a short story about his father trying to come back into the life of his daughter, but the daughter had been taken care of by the sister of the deceased mother of this child. And it was like an argument, like, they don't really trust him, right? They don't trust him, or so there's so many barriers between certain things. It's like, if I want to be around the family, but then you got to just deal with the tension and just kind of hope the other side, and have faith the other side can have self-control as well. It's not going to be an issue. So it's my profound idea that relationships began yesterday. Let's say if I have a child, and I'm a weekend father, an absent father, I only see my daughter a couple times a month, and she's like with maybe your side of the family, or she's raised by the other side. So it goes by, not only relationships are born yesterday, it's also what you have today was born yesterday as well. So if I don't have the infrastructure to actually have her with me, she's going to be, him or her, the child with me, they're going to be with other people. And so with that, you would have to be honest with yourself and say, well, then I got to work up towards, if I really want that, it's going to take more effort. It's going to maybe take a year or two to be able to have my own house or home, and then finally have that place where it's not a control thing, is that she's with me. She's back where nature wants her, because I'm the father, or I'm the mom, So relationships start yesterday, it's kind of hard to understand, but also meaning, if you're not comfortable with the third party who's the mediator between you and that relationship you're trying to get back into, it's going to be uncomfortable there too. It's like, how am I going to get them to understand me? So I would have had to have a good relationship yesterday with that person. I'm supposed to communicate the middleman. I'm supposed to have a better relationship with the middleman. And this is what happens when you don't have your own shit. You don't have your own career. You don't have your own stability, and your own shit, meaning maybe your own faculty of thought, faculty of mind, healthy mind. So relationships start yesterday, man. The whole idea is relationships start yesterday. It's not just easy as black and white. There's other variations that are involved. People have feelings. We're not just this fucking, hey, tell so-and-so I want to talk to her. Okay. Life wouldn't be worth living if we were robotic, if people didn't feel, if you didn't have to put in effort to sustain, maintain, obtain anything good in life, So relationships begin yesterday. Yeah. And it could actually help you in an argument with that truth, Like, I'm trying to get back into that individual's life, but I have to speak to this person to get to that person, But there's going to be a time when that thing can make its own decisions. Right now they're being controlled because that thing, does not have a fully developed core and system and decision-making process. So just play the game long enough to where, you can explain to them what happened or why things are the way they are, and they could grasp truth, hopefully, beyond their self-pity and wanting to be the victim of some sort of situation that you caused. So relationships start yesterday. And it's not yesterday. It's like they started as time is fleeting. They started now. Or that now was then, for when I first said now. First now. Second now. Third now. But that first now, that's when the relationship started. I can't. Shout out to the guy Milei. He's the president of Argentina, and his argument about pro-life was the fact that if this life is constantly moving forward, and it's a continuous life, existence is continuous, and if that's the case, then who are you to kill the baby inside of you? If life is moving forward, and then at this point you're just taking a guess, you're choosing for that baby inside of you, choosing that, their life is already fucked because your life's fucked. How do you know? How about let's leave it up to chance? But the argument is like, no, we don't want more fucked up things. But then you don't want to punish people for making fucked up decisions. You want them to keep making fucked up decisions and leave. So your argument is all fucked up. What is that? What is that sort of situation? The aestheticism or some shit, something relativism. Let me look it up. Something relativism. Fuck. Well, I just learned it. Philosophy course at university. What is it? I guess aesthetic relativism. I didn't know it was. That was called something else. I'm gonna look it up in my philosophy book. I bought the book. And here we go. Relationships began yesterday. But his idea of that, like, it was so profound. If we live in a continuous world, then why would you think you should choose what the future of that thing, that being inside of you, should live or die? We get it. There's different nuances. Well, that person that's sad and fucked up and got raped and incest and oh, now their life. So that is a selfish thing. It is more like, oh, no, it's about that person's life. But how's anything gonna change? And do like, in war, people die. Innocent people die. Well, why shouldn't that person be punished for making a fucked up decision for the future? Like in politics, people say, oh, we're going to war today for peace for tomorrow. Well, what about saying that motherfucker has to get put away? But then there is an argument of like, well, then we need to change the core of the issue, which is let's start punishing parents. Let's start eradicating fucking over-sexualization to these kids. Let's fucking make pornography legal. Let's start educating. You know, let's stop fucking allowing. Let's make violent music illegal. But freedom of speech, well, no, there should be a little limit to freedom of speech, right? The complication of the world. But it seems to me that people with guidance, even when you're in jail, why do you think people go to jail? Because it's easier for them in there than out here. And also, there seems like a sense of purpose. Even though they make you go to work, fuck, at least you just feel like you're living. Part of living is not thinking.